Part of the 8th grade social studies curriculum is focused on civics.
A lot of it is just looking at different facts and things that have happened in the past.
For me, as a new teacher who's starting my first year very soon, just to give students a chance to do stuff outside the classroom, do actual real civics work, that wasn't something that I necessarily realized was possible.
My civics classroom, I wanted it to be sort of a microcosm of what it's really like to be an active citizen.
I want them to kind of had that experience of tackling an authentic problem, really seeing how civics applies to their lives in real time, in real form, that they really do matter.
You know, whenever the students were doing a lesson about citizenship, the first thing that comes to mind is the ability to vote. But then as we talk more about the topic of citizenship, the students come up with ideas like, what else does it mean to be a quote-unquote good citizen?
So YPAR offered a lot of details on how students could really get involved in the community and apply what they learn in social studies to their everyday life.
How many opportunities do students actually have to just go out and find a problem that really interests them and try to create change?
What makes this approach more unique than just regular civic education is that the students are doing civic action. They're performing civic action. They're not just learning about civics in a textbook or an online resource. They're doing it. They're actually getting that experience. And that's something a book or an article can't really teach you.
I think what really illustrated the impact of the project was just seeing the excitement with the students, really seeing them engaged in their topics because they chose what they wanted to investigate, they chose what they wanted to research.
One of my groups who did a project about utilizing AI in the classroom was able to reach out to the stakeholders within the district and the community, and they received, feedback from those stakeholders. So they would come to class really, really excited and eager to continue with their project because, in their mind, people who make important decisions are connecting with them and reaching out to them.
I mean, there was one student who was very quiet throughout the process, and we, as the educators in the room, were a little nervous about his presentation abilities in the moment in front of hundreds of people, but he really surprised us. And over the course of those last couple weeks leading up to the summit day, he really blossomed and was able to hold his own in front of a lot of people and present really well.
From a teacher's perspective, it could seem a little daunting because there is a lot of things that go into the project, but once the students get rolling with it, it really becomes 100% on them, and they really like that challenge. From what I've seen,
the greatest thing that we can do as social studies teachers is teach them how to not only be citizens, but how to be engaged citizens. And it's very rewarding as they grow up and as they realize what they've done as young people, what they can do in the world. That gives them a lot more confidence.
So I think for me, that's what I really want my students to walk away from, especially as they go on to high school and as they become voters. That their voices do make a difference, they do make an impact, even though they're 13, 14 years old, what they say matters.